medium-lift rocket in 3 decades. The takeoff was suspended the moments before the H-3 vehicle was meant to lift off. The halt came after the vehicle's secondary booster engines failed to ignite. During the live-streamed event, the H-3's main engine cut off after the launch countdown had reached 0. The glitch left the 57-meter rocket on the ground at the Tanegashima spaceport along with its payload. Japan built the H-3 to enhance its independent access to space. Turkey has said it could evaluate Finland and Sweden's bids to join NATO separately. The NATO General Secretary Jens Stoltenberg, who is in Ankara, called on Turkey to ratify both Finland and Sweden's NATO applications. He added that the fight against terrorism would be high on the agenda at the NATO summit in Vilnius. Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is particularly objecting to Sweden's application. The Turkey leader says that both the nations harbour members of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, which is seen as a terrorist group by Ankara and other European nations. A Turkish village in southern Adıyaman province was evacuated after a large rock split in half when the earthquake hit the area. Adıyaman is one of the 3 provinces most impacted by the earthquakes last week. The tremors made the rock split into 2 parts in the mountainous village. On Wednesday, another split occurred, making one part of the rock dangerously lean on the house where an 80-year-old woman and residents have been evacuated and now live in tents in the village. Locals said they want the officials to send somebody to smash the rock to ensure the safety of the homes. Syrian rescue and search team members received training by UAE forces. The personnel were trained to use equipment to help in the quest of finding victims stuck under the ruins of the Syrian coastal city of Latakia. Now, the newly donated machines by the UAE Urban Search and Rescue Team hope to help members of the Syrian civil defense to better deal with the aftermath of earthquakes. The combined death toll in Turkey and Syria on the 6th of February has climbed to more than 43,000, while millions are in need of humanitarian aid. The devastating quake has left many survivors homeless in near freezing winter temperatures.
زين نفس صمام الأمان اللي موجود هنا.
Rio de Janeiro's Christ the Redeemer illuminates with the Turkey and Syrian flags and messages of support. The messages read, "Pray for Turkey and Syria." The symbolic gesture by the city of Rio de Janeiro intended to pay tribute to the victims of a deadly earthquake. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit Turkey and northwestern Syria in the dead of the night on the 6th of February. Over 42,000 people have died in both nations. Neither Turkey nor Syria have said how many people are still missing. The 5-day Aero India air show concludes in the southern Indian city of Bengaluru. The event concluded with the Surya Kiran fighter jets performing air maneuvers. Indian fighter jets and a light utility helicopter put up a smoke show in the sky, creating a visual treat for the visitors. Among Indian aircraft's fighter jets, Sukhoi Su-30 and F-18 and the helicopter Apache also soared high in the skies. Aero India completed its 14th edition on Friday. It is an annual event to showcase India's defence advancements with a spotlight on the aviation industry. A Norfolk Southern train carrying hazardous materials derailed outside Detroit. 6 train cars out of 30 in total crashed off the tracks in Michigan's Belleville on Thursday morning. Local authorities said that one train car contained liquid chlorine. The fire department has said that there was no sign of leaking or damage. The authorities further said that the derailment currently posed no danger to the public. The incident in Michigan comes 2 weeks after a separate Norfolk Southern train derailed near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. The Australian federal government and the Queensland state government said that they would spend a combined $4.9 billion for the 2032 Olympics in Brisbane. The money will be used to build new venues and to refurbish existing ones. The Australian government will provide $1.7 billion for the development of Brisbane Arena, while the Queensland government will fund $1.85 billion to rebuild the Gabba cricket ground. Additionally, 16 new or upgraded venues will receive $1.3 billion in co-funding. Brisbane will become the third Australian city to host the Summer Olympics after Melbourne in 1956 and Sydney in 2000. The death toll from Cyclone Gabrielle in New Zealand rises to 8. Prime Minister Chris Hipkins warned that the death toll was expected to increase as emergency crews made contact with hundreds of cut-off communities. As of Friday afternoon, over 4,500 people were registered with the police as being out of touch with friends or family since the cyclone hit. Police believe that most of them simply don't have access to communication networks. 2 temporary morgues have been set up in the Hawke's Bay region, which is one of the worst hit areas. Millions of deserted oil wells plunge thousands of feet into the earth, where ancient stores of oil and gas have been pumped out, combusted and released as carbon dioxide across the United States. While these pits were once symbols of pollution, Colorado lawmakers may give them a new purpose as deep receptacles to trap carbon for millennia. The U.S. lawmakers have proposed a bill to study the use of the biochar, a type of carbon-rich charcoal, in plunging the roughly 500 orphaned oil and gas wells. The bill would direct researchers at Colorado State University to measure the effectiveness and feasibility of the proposal. As Argentina witnesses the worst drought in 60 years, its farmers are the ones bearing the brunt. The drought has hammered livelihoods of many farmers in the South American nation over the last year. Argentina's drought has big repercussions for global food markets. It has forced farmers to slash harvest outlooks and dented grain supply from the world's top exporter of soy oil and meal, and the number 3 for corn and a major wheat and beef supplier. This, in turn, hits Argentina's ability to build up much-needed reserves of dollars, threatening to derail a fragile economic revival. A man and a woman glued themselves to the red carpet at the opening of Berlin's film festival. The duo called on the German government and society to take more action to fight climate change. The 2 activists glued themselves to the red carpet after the arrival of film stars at the Berlinale Palast for the festival's opening ceremony. The Last Generation group, which was behind the protest, said that the current government and society are the last ones left with the chance of preventing the course to a climate hell with billions of deaths. Vienna's Opera Ball is back after a COVID break. Guests arrived for Opera Ball to enjoy dancing. The attendees included former Hollywood actress Jane Fonda. The actress said that she has never seen 5,000 people waltzing in one room. The Austrian President Alexander Van der Bellen welcomed the Opera Ball's opening by saying it is good that traditions live on after the COVID break. Sharjah Light Festival 2023 draws all eyes to the Emirate of the Sharjah. The event features light shows accompanied by stirring music in 13 different locations. The festival highlighting aesthetics, architectural details and ornate designs of Emirates' most prominent mosques. The light show here embodies hope, devotion and determination in achieving one's goals, while these scenes depict the act of holding on to one's dreams and striving to achieve them. The show tells the story of a little girl in her search of light. She herself is a symbol of inspiration and a beacon for others. North Koreans mark the 81st birth anniversary of former leader Kim Jong-il with a dance party. According to North Korean state media, men and women in Korean traditional dresses were seen dancing at the Kim Il-sung Square in Pyongyang. The footage released by the North Korean media shows students in military uniform marching at an indoor stadium at a joint national meeting of the Korean Children's Union. Kim Jong-il died of a heart attack on the 17th of December 2011. He had led the state for 17 years. His birthday on the 16th of February is known as the Day of the Shining Star and is celebrated as a national day. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.